Internet's gone again. Sorry, not my internet, the stream. It's not even my Wi-Fi, the stream just keeps crashing. Purely because it can't hold my Wi-Fi, and it's getting so frustrating. I want to see these guys fight. I don't want to have to bother with my internet every single second. I've missed an incident here in this race. I've missed Peter's spin, which has put him down in P11 now, which has also left Boss under no pressure whatsoever in this race anymore. As now he will cross the line after his first lap on the hards. Meanwhile here, Chris gaining time on Davies. As expected, really, 14 lap old hards aren't the sport. The 1 kilometre long straight. He's gaining all the time here, Chris. He will be in DRS, will be able to gain even more off the DRS. So as Swifty actually gains a position in this race. Very impressive stuff from Swifty there. Moving up from P13. Unbelievable stuff from him. As now Chris is going to have a huge chance, surely. That is the worst camera angle in the world. Here he comes now on Davies, not going to be quite close enough. Might get held up a bit here. Welcome to the person once again joining back on the stream. As you can tell by my voice, I cannot be bothered. As now we see Davies diving it in off the hard tyres. I think coaches, looks like he's going to follow, doesn't follow. Dion are also in P4 currently. Hello Rico, welcome to the stream. Again, for the 3rd time tonight. My Wi-Fi's up, Rico, that's what's up. Meanwhile though, Ghost versus Davies could be a bit of an interesting fight here. One on hards, one on mediums, one going to the end, the other one also going to the end. So we'll see who comes out on top in this one. Tim as well gaining a bit of time on Volta Reflex here. I think there's an overtake on. And very soon. That ain't fine. No it is, I'm not fine. A Bus who is in P2. So I think that is the guaranteed race winner at this point. Meanwhile, Bus is gaining time on Dion, so that there is a championship fight out of the question. Basically, Chris wins everything. That's exactly how this race is going to end, I can guarantee it. Tim now, he's going to have a look on Volta surely here. He's got a decent amount of straight line speed compared to Volta Reflex here. He's got the slipstream as well, gaining all the time, closing in. Tim, where will he go? To the inside it is. Straight down the inside he goes, and he will pull off the overtake. Not for long though, Volta gets the switch back. Tim tries to get the exit speed down, not quite going to be the case for Tim. And once again it tells me my internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. So that's really nice. Cheers, stream. As now to the inside goes Tim, and will pull off the overtake through turn 1. Watch out for the switchback though. Volta Reflex going for him once again through turn 2 here, heading towards turn 3. It's on the outside as Volta Reflex, the better line for exit speed. So here they both go once again now. Volta Reflex being squeezed all the way to the line there by Tim. Through turn 5 now. Down in towards turn 6, they are still wheel to wheel here, these two. Tim now being the one pushed out, as Volta Reflex barely holds on in this fight. Volta Reflex now actually takes a very tight line, so might ruin his corner, which it hasn't done. Tim is still here, gaining time on Volta Reflex. What's the yellow flags for? It's Stein, who has gone around there behind Jax. Now Tim has another chance here to have a look. Meanwhile, further up the road, it's Davies on Bus now. So the fresh mediums has found some pace and is now in the podium places himself. Looking to go from hard to soft in this race. Something I can do in 0. What? To the inside now. Bus takes P3 on the road, effectively P2 in this race. And now Davies being held, I'm sure it can definitely be more. As that once again is Swifty, and that there is the retirement from Swifty we all saw coming. Hopefully it doesn't cause a safety car, because that would be tragic. I'm trying to jinx this. I want a safety car. I'm desperate for a safety car right now. We need an interesting race here, not coronation. Meanwhile here, Volta is having another look at Tim on the outside here of 7. Tries to switch it going into 8, and it's not quite going to work out for him. Meanwhile, Davies still there on Dion. He's got him so close right now. And now surely he's going to get the move done on the fresh mediums. And indeed he is. And he is still in DRS of Bus, so he still has a chance here to gain some time back on his rival for P2 right now, Bus Boj. And here he comes actually. Really poor exit there from Bus. I think there is definitely a chance here for Davies coming up as Dion there actually. They've both got DRS here. And Dion has gained better in the end. He's the better off of Ghost and Dion there. Ghost though still got pace here compared to Dion, and he's surely going to get him now on the straight, and indeed he does. He is past Dion and moves himself up into what will be P4 after Coach's Kid makes his pit stop, but he still hasn't done off the medium tyre, which is very, very impressive. He's still out there on that medium, which has been on for 18 laps now. Still not made a pit stop from those mediums. Meanwhile there, Davies has now got the opportunity on Bus. He's going to go to the outside of turn 6, switch it. That seems to be the best line through turn 6. Get the switch back. And it's not quite going to work out for him quite yet. Switching it once again though, now into turn 8. I don't think there's many opportunities coming up, other than obviously the longest straight in the sport. Also, this run down to turn 10, that's basically it for your opportunities here. Even if you do go for the longest straight overtake, then I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't help either, because you do not want to be going side by side around that final corner. That is way too tight. But now Davies is going to have a very simple move here on the straight. It's going to be quite an easy one to pull off, surely. Obviously, well, to be fair to Bus, he's making it a lot more difficult than it would have seemed, as he goes for the switchback here, and he's going to pull off the switchback. Bus versus Coach's Kid finally pits. Davies will get the position finally off, but Bus now back at him with DRS. Here he comes to the inside of turn 1. Davies is going to get the switchback though. Through turn 2 now we for 3. Will he be able to switch him back once again? Not quite going to be the case for Davies, but he does get a nice run heading through turn 4 now towards turn 5. Can he have another look at turn 6? No, he cannot. The battle for P2 still rare in here. Not between the two you would have expected in the end. One of them's now 37 seconds off the guy in front of him and his last place. Meanwhile, these two, once again, Volta versus Tim, seems to be the battle to watch right now. They had that side-by-side moment for over a lap, I believe. Well, sorry, half a lap. And now they are once again very, very tight. Oh, and Tim has now just ruined that entire battle. Cheers, Tim. And now Davies can have a look at Bus Boj, I'm sure. And now can surely get the move done before the DRS zone even arrives by the looks of things. Not going to be the case actually. Bus Boj seems to be pulling it back here as Chris has dived it into the pit lane for the soft compound tyre. These two though still battling away. Is Chris still going to come out in the lead here? Or is he literally just doing this on purpose to give us a bit of action? Chris still leads, and around the outside, Davies and Chris go side by side, and Chris is still in the lead. Even after that, Chris still leads. He's just pitted for the soft tyre, and he's still gonna dominate, isn't he? Davies, though, has now got an opportunity to maybe show a bit of talent and pacer. And can he get back past Chris? I don't think he can. Let's just be honest here. This is fresh softs versus relatively old mediums. And what Chris has done here is actually tear this battle apart, because what was once a nice two-way fight between Buss and Davies has now become Davies trying to prove that he's got pace and catch Chris, and Buss just dropping back from both of them. So, can we have that two-way fight back again, please? That'd be absolutely lovely. Nope, we can't. DRS has gone. But Tim's actually back in DRS of Volta, so that might be interesting once again. That might bring some action to this race once again. As Dion there slips down the inside of Turbo Speed on those old hard tyres. Quite an easy move for Dion to pull off. As now these two battling has created a bit of a train, as Ghost, he was absolutely on his own. He had no one there to hit. He was kind of gaining a little bit on Buss and Davies' battle, but has now fallen back once again. Volta and Tim is still the battle to watch. They're not stopping these two. Back and forth for how many laps now, I'm not too sure. I swear though, if my internet dies before the end of this race, I'm not going to be happy. Coach's Kid though, showing some pace in the Haas today. Currently in P7 on the fresh soft tyre, putting some pressure on the old hards of Jax, and also the hard tyres in front of him of Tim and Volta. Sorry for the notifications there in the top corner. I should probably turn them off. That'd be a really good idea. Oh my goodness, how many images. They're still going. Right, anyway, Coach's Kid finally gets past Jax and is through on the inside of Jax. What are these notifications? Is it because my internet died or something? I'm getting them all now. God knows. Anyway, Tim. Yeah. Tim versus Volta could be happening once again here. Tim's got time gaining on him, and he's not quite close enough once again here. Volta still under pressure here. Coach's Kid now seems to be gaining on these two on those fresh soft tyres. Meanwhile, Chris is pulling away once again. So basically, lads, that's race over. I think that's going to be a final order done, unless someone spins out. That's the only way this is changing. Well, I mean, Coach's Kid can definitely get a few moves done here on the fresh soft tyre. Tim's been involved in all the action. I'm sure he's loving this race. Currently P5 after 2 spins. I'm sure Volta's loving this race as well. P4 right now. Would have been P6 and P5 and P6 for those two. And that is not the case now. Coach's Kid is in P6 and has a lot of pace still to show on those soft tyres. I think Coach's Kid can definitely prove himself as a contender here. Not for a podium, but for a very solid P4 finish. These three now are the three battling. Jax has slipped out of that DRS zone. We've seen a good amount of battling in this race. We've also seen a good amount of my Wi-Fi being absolutely crap this race. So let's just hope for a turnaround in both. My Wi-Fi... what do I mean in both? No, just in my Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, is there going to be a 3-wide moment up ahead? There isn't. Tim's through on Volta, but Volta might be able to slip back through here, and Coach's Kid's also having a look. He's had to dip out of that one. Volta, they're all the way around the outside. He's had a look at it, and it is not on. Meanwhile, they're both now going to gain on Tim. And now we could see a 3 wide moment, and now we will see a 3 wide moment going through turn 1, and it will be Volta to get the position for now. But Tim's going to have the switch back, and we'll have another look down the inside, and he's hit Volta, but Volta still holds it together. Meanwhile now, Jax is back in this fight as well. So Tim now is going to have to utilise the slipstream down towards turn 6, and I don't think it's going to happen quite yet for him. But he is actually going to send it here, Tim to the inside of Volta once again. Coach's Kid looks for the switcheroo, not quite going to happen for him yet. But now has a door on the inside to sneak past Tim maybe. Tim's still looking at Volta, still very, very close here tonight. Volta gets out behind in the end. Tim gains the position, moves himself up into P4, but don't count this battle over yet. Oh no, because we've still got another straight to go. Lap 24 seems to be the lap of the battling so far, as now Coach's Kid has got one of them. It's Volta that he's got. I don't think this is over yet though. Something tells me this is not done yet. As now Jax is here. Jax also having a look. Jax has got unbelievable straight line speed right now. He's having a look on Tim. He's hit the back of Coach's Kid, and Jax has picked up damage. Coach's Kid drops to the back, and Jax has spun himself into the barriers. Is that going to be cause for a VSC? Not at all. Volta though, back, pressurising Tim. On to lap 25 now. This three-way fight still continues. Reckless so far between these three. No one knows who's going to come out on top. Coach's Kid just kind of sat back, hung back, watched these two go at it, and wait for the opportunity to pounce. And this might well be it. On the inside now of turn 4, Coach's Kid moves himself up ahead of Tim. But now, the run down towards turn 6 is going to be interesting, because Coach's Kid's having a look to the inside now in the switchback now. Coach's Kid has a great chance around the outside. And I believe here, he's got the move done. What a move that is, a double overtake there. And Coach's Kid pulls himself up into P4 right now. But penalties will not help him out. Brilliant, brilliant bit of fighting we've seen there between those three drivers. And now we could see some more. Sorry for that little timeout. I was just checking what the notifications were, to be honest with you. Now, Tim, can he get back past Volta? Coach's Kid has pulled out of that DRS. Exactly what he needed to do. Penalties wise, he's only got 3 seconds, so he can definitely do this. And Tim is not done with Volta. These two are the battle of the race, definitely. What a fight they've been having. Tim's now going to have a look all the way around the outside. He's not going to be able to pull it off, but he gets the wider run and eventually the better run as he now sails past Volta. Tim up into P5 now. Volta drops to P6 in the Alpine. Great bit of battling. Comes to an end for now, as now Coach's Kid is surely going to pull out of that gap. Meanwhile, Chris is still dominating the race. Just thought I'd let you know that. But Volta has another opportunity now through turn 5. Outside of turn 6 is his. He's going to send it once again. He's going to switch it once again. And will he get the exit speed down? He will indeed. Now, can he have a look to the inside? Yes, he can. Volta versus Tim once again, side by side now through turn 7. Gets the outside line for turn 8. Switches it. And that there is going to be the end of that fight. It's damage in the end that will stop these two battling. But I still don't think they're done yet now, because Volta's actually having another look at Tim. Somehow with that front wing damage. Well, I think Tim's just simply giving him DRS there, and now he has clearly seen that Volta's front wing is chipped. Very unlucky for Volta. He's probably wondering why Volta's so slow here. And it is because he will have to pit this lap, sadly, and end this brilliant bit of battling, which will end with one more move from Tim. Right at the end of the race. And Volta's hit him again actually there. Has picked up another bit of front wing damage. Not quite. I think Volta though is going to have to dive it in. He doesn't. So Volta here, keeping it out on track. He believes he can make this. Meanwhile here, Chris is about to lap someone. Just casual things really, innit? Volta's still holding it here with Tim. To say he's got damage, that is very, very impressive that he's still even within 7/10. I think that is going to be it though, for the battles. So basically, lads, Chris wins. Not much more to say, Chris has won, hasn't he? Chris is going to win this race nice and easy. No competition for him tonight. As per, really. We'll just go on board with him for the last lap. See what he can do. Oh wait, hold on 1 minute, so we might have a bit of battling on the final lap here. Tim picks up 3 seconds worth of penalties as well, and Dion is the one gaining on him. Tim versus Dion, the two bulls battling. That'd be brilliant to see at the end of this race. And now Dion has a bit of a snap of oversteer, but he is still going here in this race. Dion is going to have one opportunity here on his teammate. He'll get him anyway on penalties. But the two teammates are going to do battle here on the final lap of the race. But we will go to the leader because he is going to win again. Chris slows all the way down, does a bit of a lovely little skid. Crosses the line and wins, obviously. Davies, very solid race. It was a mistake, those hard tyres. Clearly worked out for him. P2 for him on the day. Busboge weaves himself across the line for another solid race from the Aston Martin man. P3 today. Coach's kid with a brilliant performance in the end. P4 for him. Those soft tyres doing wonders at the end in that battle between Tim Volta and himself. Dion P5, the two teammates cross the line together. P6 for Tim. P7 for Volta in the end with that damage. But what a battle we saw between him and Tim. P8 for Turbo Speed, his first points of the season. P9 for Ghost. P10 will be Stein when he gets there. And P11 will be Jax. P12 already. Pete across the line. That'll be it for tonight's stream. The usual domination from Chris as he extends his championship lead once again, but it isn't by too much tonight as Dion does gain a solid amount of points himself. P5 for him tonight. Maybe this fight is still on. It's going to be interesting to see in these final few rounds of the season, ending in Brazil, obviously the best finale there could possibly be. That'll be it for the night. We will see you next week for what should be another brilliant round of ITR in the brilliant Mexico City. Goodbye for now. See you when we return.